Alright, players, roll for initiative. Welcome back to Gossip Queens and Fantasy Things.
I'm Tayven.
I'm Addie.
We are your Gossip Queen hosts, as usual.
We're ready for a new week.
Yep.
We're going to be diving into some D&D today, some character building, and go through that with you.
Yeah, we thought it'd be fun to kind of like, instead of like making some characters like how we would for a normal game, we're gonna like make characters for each other. So like I'm gonna assign Addie like stats based on what I think she is in like real life, and then she's gonna do the same for me, and we're gonna see how it goes. I'm nervous.
I think it'll be good. I feel like we'll get a lot of stories while we talk.
True.
Justifications of why we're giving that story, or that.
I'm nervous to hear the justification.
Yeah, Tayven, before we started, she's like, I'm nervous for my strength score. You're gonna give me like a 2. We'll see when we get there. But if you haven't played D&D, we'll also just kind of walk you through the different things you do when you build a character.
Yeah.
So then you'll know when you do play what you do.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you have any like weekly updates before we go?
Jordan's here. He's in the corner. Which is crazy. It's been like a month since we've seen each other, so that's my update. I'm very happy.
I don't have
It's a good week.
Cody's here in the corner too.
We got our boys.
Alright, well, yeah, I feel like I have no update. I feel like we played a lot of Mario Party this weekend.
Yeah.
And that was so fun. The new Mario Party for the Switch. Okay, we do have an update.
Yeah.
We played that for like 4 hours.
And it was crazy. I don't know how I did so poorly, but we played 2 games, and I did not get a single star either game. I lost so badly.
She was getting bunk rolls, too. Like,
Yeah.
So one of the new maps, it has, like, these islands, and when the tide comes in, you'll be stuck on an island, but there's, like, 6 islands you can move through. Taven was stuck on the same island the entire game.
And the bonus star, because we played, like, pro rules, and it tells you beforehand what the bonus star is going to be, and it was the most, like, well-traveled, and I literally did not leave that one fucking island.
Well, well-traveled, too, just means the most space is traveled, but...
There was no way I was getting that one.
Well, if you just
Cody was stuck on a little island, and he
like
was
4
rolling,
spaces.
Like, he was using his double dice and rolling, like, 18s and just going in, like, circles, and he won the bonus star.
But it's fun, and then it has, like, the cooking, too.
Oh, yeah, the rhythm cookie.
Yeah, the rhythm cookie, and that was fun. We're all, like, standing up, like, bouncing our hips, and...
But then there was the factory one, so you all have to, like, cooperate together and, like, move your, like controller to, like, be the marble needs to, like, roll down into, like, the goal. And we were getting heated. It was crazy.
So, it's really fun. Would highly recommend the new Mario Party.
Cody was yelling at me. I was like, my wrist doesn't turn that way. And he's like, used to.
You left, and Cody was like, I don't fucking understand what was going on with Taven's wrist. He was talking heat after you left.
Because there's one that you have to, like, it's like a platform, but you have to, like, twist it, but it goes all the way around, so I would be like this, and then I, like, try to turn it. I'm like, my wrist doesn't fucking work that way. Cody's like, hold it like a steering wheel, idiot.
I don't know, I had a hard time with that one too, but not as hard as Tayven. So I'll think, where would that go under? Intelligence or wisdom?
Oh my god, don't use that!
Oh my god, okay, I am so sorry if there's, like, a ton of... I, like, am getting a million pop-ups right now on my computer, so if there's, like...
As always, nothing new.
I don't know, it seems like a lot more than usual, so sorry if there's, like, a ton of noise, but whatever.
Alright, should we do a little D&D overview?
Yeah, sure. D&D is a role-playing game.
Yeah, it's like a tabletop game.
Yeah.
But there's really nothing involved except, like, okay, well, I guess there's dice, but you do, like, if more advanced players can get, like, maps and little figurines and stuff, which we did once and it really helped, actually.
It is. The maps and figurines are fun, but basically, I am going to lose my mind. I'm going to lose my mind. Okay. These stupid pop-ups. Yeah, basically you create a character and you go through, like, a campaign, kind of like a quest that you and your characters will be on there. So when your dungeon master, your DM, they lead you through this quest or this journey, whatever you're doing.
They can make one up, or they can get one. There's, like, books that have, like, pre-made campaigns and stuff.
Yeah, and different characters have different traits and abilities. It's all fantasy-based, so there are, like, dwarves, elves, gnomes. There are dragonborns. There are, like, cat people, the tabaxi.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of different races, and there are, like, magic people, magicians, wizards, sorcerers, things like that. So it's fun, and then you can just, like, play through and you, like, fight whatever you're fighting. Fighting's my favorite part of D&D. I love fighting.
It's so fun.
I feel like I always choose a barbarian character.
I love when,
I like the punching.
At the end of the fight, if you, like, get the last hit and the DM's like, how do you want to finish him? And you're gonna be like, I'm gonna jump up on the wall, jump off, stab him in the head.
Decapitate
It's so
him.
fun. Because it is a lot of, like, the actual, like, gameplay throughout, like, traveling through the towns and stuff is, like, you're just kind of, like, doing it with your voice. Like, you're kind of like, okay, I'm gonna walk up to the door and I'm gonna see if it's weak, and then I'm gonna knock the door down. So it's kind of just, like, you can really do whatever the hell you want.
It's literally make-believe,
yeah.
but it's like,
with a little bit of...
Yeah, it's kept in control by the dice. So you have these dice that you roll, so, you know, when you're fighting someone, you can't just say, like, I'm gonna punch them in the heart and they die. It's like, you can punch them, but you'll have to roll. You might miss. You might miss your punch. Or maybe you punch them, but they'll only take a certain amount of damage. So, you like, dictate how the game goes, but then the dice dictate kind of the level to which you're playing, I guess.
Limits you a little bit.
Limits you, yeah. And so, and, like, you can do different checks and stuff. So, if you're, like, searching a room, you could do an insight check to see, like, or an investigation check. Yeah, like, I want to investigate this room, and then if you roll low, if you roll, like, a 2, it's like, oh, you don't notice anything. But maybe if you roll really high, because it's a 1 to 20 dice.
There's a loose floorboard.
There's a loose floorboard, and there's something under the floor. Yeah. So, it's fun.
So fun. It really does feel like just being back on the playground as kids.
It does.
Just, like, making a little make-believe world. And
I loved doing make-believe. It was so fun.
Yeah.
Tayven took make-believe so serious when we were kids.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Did I talk about this on the podcast, or did I just tell you personally that when I would, like, go to California with my grandparents, that I would, like, make up a new game every day for me to play?
Well, you told me that. I don't know if you shared it. I would share it again. I don't know if you shared it.
So my grandparents used to have a house in California, like a vacation house, and they would take me just alone sometimes, because I was, like, the cool kid. But every day I would, like, wake up and create, like, a new character and a new world for myself to live in. So I'd, like, wake up one day and be like, hey, I'm a vampire named Elsa today, and this is how I'm gonna live my life today. And then the next day I'd be like, okay, I'm a fairy, and this is how I'm gonna live my life today.
That's actually so crazy.
It's insane.
That's so funny.
I had a very wild imagination. Alright.
You did. I feel like, though, a lot of, like, our make-believe games we played when we were kids, Tayven would do serious storylines. Like, me and our other friend would just be messing around, and then Tayven, when it would get to Tayven's turn, because you all, like, rotate through the storylines, right? And then Tayven's was always, like, a dating storyline. Maybe you were watching a lot of, like, 90210 at the time or something. I don't know.
Creative and a hopeless fucking romantic.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my boyfriend walks in and, like, we go off and do this.
Yes. So pretend my boyfriend walks in and she'd, like, turn around and be like,
oh,
boyfriend.
God.
So funny.
Sometimes I'm really upset that this podcast is a real thing that's out there that people can just listen to and learn all these embarrassing facts about me.
Hey, you know, that's how it is. I actually was thinking about that today too, because, like, the days we film, I obviously think more about the podcast. And I started a new job recently, so I'm meeting all these people. So it's also going through my mind, like, how are people perceiving me?
Yeah. And
I'm pretty quiet right now. My job, I'm like painting all day, so when people come in, I'm not super talkative.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, wow, I'm gonna say what Cody says about himself. I'm like, I'm so mysterious. Who's this girl so mysterious and quiet? But I'm like, I am actually
no one even knows who I am.
Not that at all. And so I don't know, I was just thinking, I'm like, what if someone from work, like, found my podcast?
Oh god.
They'd be like, ew, who is this? This is not who I go to work with every day.
Yeah.
So anyways, but what are you gonna do?
Let's, I can't not talk for the rest of the podcast.
You could, but it wouldn't be that good of a podcast.
It would suck. Addie's just doing the whole thing by herself.
I think I could. I can talk for a long time.
That's true.
We'll do solo episodes one time. You and I each will take our own.
That would be crazy. I don't even know what I would talk about. Especially with no banter. People do that too.
I know.
People have podcasts that it's just them talking.
I think I could do it.
That's crazy. don't think I could. I'd have to have a little bit of feedback. Otherwise,
Yeah, you gotta have
I'd like
something.
stop for like 5 minutes and be like, anyway.
I was just thinking. Okay.
Let me get a new thought generated.
So, when you play D&D, the first thing you do is make your character. Usually, you can make them whoever, and you don't have to be similar to your... I'm gonna burp. Ugh. Okay. You don't have to be similar to your character at all. Although I do feel people tend to choose, like, the same characters over and over. It's pretty... we have the same ones we always choose, which we've talked about. But, yeah, we decided it'd be more fun for you guys to listen if we're, like Tayven said, assigning each other. So I'm making Tayven's character in the D&D world, and I'm going to choose, like, what race she would be. We're going to say, for the sake of this exercise, we can't be humans, because that's lame. But, boring. Like, based on her personality and her, like, what race would she be? What class would she be? What would her skills be? Things like that. So how well can she take a punch? That's how many hit points I'm going to give you. Okay.
Other proficiencies in languages will be fun.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
How fun. Okay. Features and traits.
But so
there's... Just describe how you look.
Well, we're kind of just going through one by one. We have, like, our player's handbook set in front of us, and we have our little papers, and we're going to go, the first thing you choose is a race for your character.
I don't even know what race I would assign you.
Well, let's look at
because I obviously want to go races. Classic dwarf, but
dwarf. Yeah, so one of the races is dwarf. You've got elves, and you have like sub races kind of in these, right? Or no, those would be.
And some of them you do because you have like wood elf.
There's a hill dwarf, a mountain dwarf, elves. There's high elf. Yeah. Well, let's look at dwarf traits. Let's see if I match any of these. Oh, wait. I read that wrong. Okay, never mind. I don't know. Oh, elves are slender and graceful and have a timeless perspective. Okay. Dwarves have long memory and long grudges. Shit, maybe I would be a dwarf. Damn. Short and stout. I am not, though. No. But, okay. T-Bone, I'm sorry, you're not an elf. Fuck. You're tall, but... That long memory, halfling. No. A halfling, small and practical. They blend into the crowd. Pastoral pleasantries. Okay. Human, we have to skip. That's dumb. Lame.
Dragonborn.
Dragonborn, proud dragonkin. Self-sufficient clans. Alright. Okay. Gnomes. Vibrant expression. Delighted dedication. And then we have a half elf. That still feels cheap too. But
feels like you're still basically human.
Yeah. A half orc, scarred and strong. Okay. Well, a tiefling. That's good. Self-reliant and suspicious. All right. Okay. Well, those are our ones we have to choose from. What are you thinking, Tayven? Express your thoughts.
There was one that was, like, kind and curious.
Okay, if it's halfling, I was literally thinking that for you.
Oh my god.
I think we're both thinking the same one.
I feel like that's the only... Because, you may tend to pick dwarves more, so I associate it with you.
Yeah, I think we were both thinking of the halfling.
Yeah.
2 halflings? That's crazy.
Are we in Lord of the Rings?
I guess. Alright, well, I guess we're both halflings.
Okay.
Done. Race.
Fuck you.
Easy.
Halfling. I really had to pronounce that in my mind to know how to spell it. I honestly think that I'm getting stupider the older I get.
Yeah?
Yeah. I really do. Because, like, so Addie and I were kind of, like, considered, like, gifted kids. We all took, like, the honors classes, AP classes. We were, like, testing above average in, like, middle school and grade school. And I just feel like that has just long slid past me.
I'm still gifted.
No that person.
That sucks for you.
Every time I talk, I'm like, I'm so dumb. Like, it's honestly crazy. I don't understand it.
Well, sorry, Cody and I probably don't help with that. I feel like we're always getting you. Tayven will mess up words a lot.
A lot of words.
Oh, you want me to go through the words? Cody, bring up the list.
Is there a list?
No.
Thank God.
But, okay. Oh, God.
I know Ethereal is one of them.
I'm going to tell you guys the funniest prank we were going to pull on Tayven that I don't think we ever will, but it was going to be hilarious. Our favorite word mistake Tayven has made is when she said tooken. Like 17 times. She said it a lot.
I did not say it 17 times.
Cody?
That's crazy.
She said it several times. Yes, Cody confirmed. It wasn't like a one-time slip-up. It was like several times she said tooken, and we're like, taken, and she's like, yeah, I tooken. I had tooken. And so we were gonna get, like a DVD. Cody's laughing so hard already. We were gonna get a DVD case, and we were gonna print out a cover for Liam Neeson. Action flick Taken, and we were gonna just replace it with Tayven's face and say Tooken. Say she will find you and she will kill you. She has a very Pacific set of skills, because Tayven also said Pacific ones.
What?
I have a very Pacific set of skills, and I will find you and I will kill you.
This is what I mean. I'm so fucking stupid. Oh, I'm so embarrassed now.
Maybe I'm gonna put you as half orc.
Oh my god! I knew I didn't want to do this. This was my idea for the episode, and I immediately regret it. Oh my god.
I feel like we're both Lightfoot halflings, though, to get back on track there, because you can pick...
Lightfoot?
Lightfoot halfling, you can easily hide from people, you're inclined to be affable and get along with others, they are the most common variety. Lightfoots are more prone to wanderlust than other halflings, and often dwell alongside other races or take up a nomadic life. And then there's, like, stout halflings, but that's, like, you're hardier than average and have some resistance to poison. I just don't want to be stout.
Yeah.
I don't want to be stout.
I finally showed, I'm not gonna do the full story, but I showed my mom your wedding pictures, because I had never shown her before, I guess, and I just told her the story behind the word stout.
Oh.
At your wedding, and she was
crying.
My
grandma just, like, roasted one of my friends at my wedding. She was like, who's that really stout girl with you?
Where's that short, stout one? Is she somewhere?
Jesus, Nana, you can't say that.
So mean.
So rude.
My mom was dying. She was like, that's so funny.
The disrespect that she had that day was crazy. Okay. Lightfoot. What is that under?
I don't know. I'm just putting it under race.
Okay.
Just a little dash.
Lightfoot.
Okay. Alignment.
The next thing, yes, our alignment. Or our class. I think your class is generally next. So, let's see what types of... So the classes, there's like Barbarian, which is a fighter, a bard, he sings and has magic. Clerics, they're like magic...
They're like religious.
But like religious magic.
Yeah.
Druids...
living out in nature.
Yeah, then just like a fighter, a monk. Monks can be cool and they can do magic too, but it can be like the avatar.
They're more like, I imagine them as like Buddhists.
Yeah. Paladin, a holy warrior bound to a sacred oath. Ranger, rogue, sorcerer, warlock, and wizard. So those are the different classes.
I feel like you're a bard.
A bard?
100%, yeah.
Okay, why?
Immediately I was like reading through those, I was like, bard. Just because you sing a lot, I guess, but also because you're a little goofy, you're a little silly.
I feel like
I'm
an entertainer.
Bright, fun colors.
In my heart, I'm an entertainer. Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
What would Tayven be? Let me think.
I'm gonna put you as level
1. Level 1? Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you as level 0.
It's all of our first times living. Be easy on yourself.
Ew, I hate that. I'm gonna say a rogue.
Okay.
A scoundrel who uses stealth and trickery to overcome obstacles and enemies.
I don't know if I fight many enemies in real life, but
yeah,
I think I would use trickery rather than straight up fighting them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tayven used that trickery.
Okay.
Can I share something?
I guess. I feel like this episode should be titled The Roast of Tayven Wellington.
Well, this story has Jordan in it too, but I'll be brief with that end.
Okay. Now I'm even more nervous.
So recently, Tayven was maybe frustrated with something that had happened. And she's telling me a little long-distance hiccup they were having.
Oh, yeah.
She's telling me about it, and she's like, I'm just frustrated with the communication when this happened. I just didn't think that was cool or whatever. And I was like, she tells me the whole situation, and I was like, Tayven, You literally did that exact same thing to me 1 week ago. You did that exact same thing. You were trying to trick me because you thought I'd be mad about something.
Yeah.
And so but I knew when she, like, texted me this, I'm like, I know that you're lying.
Immediately she knew.
I
knew that she knew. But I couldn't admit to it.
So you'd be tricky.
I don't know why I thought I'd get that one past you, honestly.
I don't know.
I was like, because I'm always very, like, descriptive in what I'm doing. Like,
yes.
Addie'd be like, what's up? And I'm like, oh, I'm just helping my mom, and then I'm going to the car wash, and then I'm doing this, but then Addie asked me this, like,
so when she's vague... No, it wasn't a favor. We were going out to something. But Jordan was actually coming into town early.
Yeah.
And so... Okay, I'm backing up. I'm just telling this whole
We gotta
story.
just explain the whole thing.
We were supposed to go out of town that weekend to pick up the prison bus, but that didn't work out because of storage issues, and also Jordan he was going to be coming a day later than we thought, so we weren't going to be able to go in time, and then there were these other issues.
Yeah.
But so... He was supposed to come on Saturday. So it was a Friday night. We were all going to go see a play together that a friend was in. And I text Tayven, and I was like, hey, we're, like, headed up to... Oh, and we'll meet you up there. And she's like, oh... I can't... Something came up. I can't go anymore. And I told Cody, I'm like, I know that Jordan came early, and she thinks I'll be mad because even though we had to cancel our trip for other reasons, I'm like, I know she thinks we'll be mad, but I'm like, if she just told me, hey, Jordan ended up being able to come early, so I
literally just said, I was like, I have a thing at 9, I'm not gonna make it.
And I'm like, you have something at 9 p.m., Tayven? Do you think I'm fucking dumb?
I don't go out, like, I don't go to bars.
Do you think I'm dumb like this one? I'm sorry. Tayven,
I'm out.
You made too many jokes about it for yourself.
I know.
Sorry.
I set myself up.
Yeah, Tayven doesn't go out at night, so I was like,
there's
I know
no way
what's
this
happening.
girl has plans at 9 p.m.
So you'd be a rogue. Would you be a good one? I don't know.
Well, that's why I'd be a level 1 rogue.
Level 1 rogue. She's always trying to lie. People are like, dude, I know you're lying.
I can literally tell.
She's like, no.
I do also giggle when I lie. Like, if that conversation happened in person, I'd be like, I have something at 9.
So yeah, the rogue, that fits you, and also the Tayven agenda, that's roguish.
God, the Tayven agenda's come up so many times this month.
Cody coined the Tayven agenda recently.
Me and Cody got into, like, a fight over Bridgerton.
Crazy. They got in, like, a... Well, it wasn't...
I was just laughing because I didn't know what to do, because Cody's never gotten, like, actually mad at me before in our entire friendship.
It was, like, close to a yell. It was a raised voice, for sure.
I was, like, arguing about one of the scenes. He's like, I don't care. The world doesn't revolve around you. You can't just, like, adjust things to make it happen your way to fit the Tayven agenda.
Yeah. And for the background on that story, because now I'll share that one, too. I knew this would bring up so many stories. We were... talking about Bridgerton, and we were talking about, like, the new season and one of the sex scenes. Yeah. And I was like, oh yeah, I, like, didn't like this sex scene, or I did, or whatever. I said something about it, and Tayven's like,
that's the only sex scene.
She's like, yeah, there's only one. And I'm like, no, there's 2 with these specific characters. And she's like, no. And I'm like, yeah, when this happens, and Tayven was like, oh, but that was so quick, so it doesn't count.
And it was at the end, and it barely showed anything. So.
Yeah, and so Cody was like, just because it doesn't fit your argument doesn't mean it doesn't count. You can't just switch things so that it fits whatever you want.
And thus, the Tayven agenda.
Yeah, he's like, you're always pushing the Tayven agenda.
So now anytime I try to, like, talk to make things fit to, like, make me right, it's the Tayven agenda.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. Which, now that it's been brought up, I notice myself doing it a lot.
You're like, oh.
Like, Jordan
because
will
all you
literally
had to do
be
was be like, oh yeah,
like,
there was a second sex scene. But you're like, well, no, that one doesn't count. Because I didn't think it was there.
I can't get called out on my faults. That's crazy.
But they're not faults most of the time. It's just like...
I just have to be right. I always have to be right.
You crazy lady.
Is there a stat for pride?
For pride, 100. Alright, you rogue. You... What do they say? Isn't there...
Rogue.
No, there's like a... I don't know.
I have no idea.
I feel like there's like a movie quote with something with a rogue. I don't even know what I'm thinking of. Okay.
I have no idea.
Moving on. Okay.
Background, I think, is next.
Yes, our background. They have barred colleges?
What?
The College of Lore?
I would go to that college.
Well, too bad you're not a bard.
No. I'll come visit you on campus.
Thank you. I would appreciate that.
Oh my god, there's so many.
Okay, let's talk about alignment while I find these next pages. Explain alignment while I find these pages.
I have, like, a photographic memory, so whenever I picture alignment, I always picture the chart, because there's, like, neutral in the middle, and then there's, like, chaotic and evil, and then, like, lawful and good. So you can be a mix, like, on the chart anywhere between those, so, like, if you're, like, neutral, it means that you just, like, you're not necessarily good or evil, and you're not necessarily chaotic or evil, you're just, like, right in between. Is this the chart? Oh, damn it.
No. Oh, I can. No, I
it's fine. It just helps me picture it better, but...
Oh, look, it says alignment right here. There's lawful... So here are the 1, 2, 3 across. Yeah. Lawful good, neutral good, chaotic good. Second row, lawful neutral, true neutral, chaotic neutral. Yeah. Last one, lawful evil, neutral evil, and chaotic evil. So, like, lawful evil... creatures methodically take what they want within the limits of a code of tradition, loyalty, or order.
Yeah. So you're still a bad guy, but you have, like,
you have a code.
You're, like, still set in your,
like in Pirates of the Caribbean, because they stick to the code.
Yeah. What's his freaking name? The guy that we talked about in
Lord Cutler Beckett.
Lord Beckett. I would say he's lawful evil. And then I would say Jack Sparrow's, like, chaotic neutral. Chaotic good.
Chaotic neutral. Creatures follow their whims, holding their personal freedom above all else. Yes, that's Jack Sparrow, true chaotic neutral.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like you...
I actually would put you at chaotic neutral.
That's what I usually assign myself.
Yeah.
I feel like you're, like, a good person, but I don't know if you're necessarily lawful. Maybe you're neutral good. Neutral good says, folk do their best they can to help others according to their needs. Many celestials and giants, some gnomes. Okay, that doesn't help me. Chaotic good. Creatures act as their conscience directs with little regard for what others expect. Okay. Lawful good. Creatures can be counted on to do the right thing.
I feel like neutral good.
Yeah. That was my gut instinct was to do neutral good for you.
Yeah. Or just true neutral. No, I'm not neutral. I have too many opinions.
Yeah, there's no way. You could not be neutral about anything.
Neutral, come on.
Alignment. NG. Okay.
I could try to be neutral about something. Maybe.
I'm gonna bring up a random topic and let's see if you can be neutral about it.
Okay.
I don't know.
You can't I can only think
about... I was gonna say gun laws, but I feel like I already know your opinion on that, so I know you're not neutral.
Not neutral.
No. I don't know. I can't think of anything, because I know your opinions on everything.
Jordan or Cody, what's a neutral topic?
No help.
What's something you think I'd be neutral on?
What do you think?
No opinion on. They're like, no. Addie's got
I was like, even like food. I'm like, you have very strong opinions about food.
I'm a very opinionated gal, actually.
Yeah.
So, alright. Well,
background.
Moving on. Our background. Okay. There's like an acolyte is one of the background. Okay, so also if you're playing D&D, get the player's handbook and it has all this information.
It's very helpful. It's hard to do it without it.
So an acolyte, you've spent your life in service of a temple to a specific god or a pantheon of gods. So if you've read Court of Thorns and Roses, all of the, they're all the acolytes. The priestesses are the acolytes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not an acolyte.
Your past, not necessarily right now.
Yeah, your background, that's true. Actually, that is true.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, a charlatan. You have always had a way with people. You know what makes them tick. You can tease out their heart's desires after a few minutes of conversation.
I actually feel like you do have a really good read on people.
Thank you.
Most of the time, anytime I, introduce someone new to you, you're like, I hate this person or I love this person. And it always ends up being true.
And Tayven never listens to my opinions.
And it always ends up being
99%
correct.
of the time, she doesn't listen to my opinions on people.
Addie met him first time, hated him.
Well, yeah. Because he said nothing you said was important. I don't think that's me having a good read.
When Tayven talks, it just doesn't seem as important as the things that I've done, so I kind of just tune her out.
You guys can let me know. That seems like an easy read. That it doesn't seem like I needed a skill set for that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Maybe.
But,
I'm definitely not a charlatan then.
No.
I do not have a good read.
Tayven's got a bad read on people. Not good.
Okay, well,
actually,
neither of us are criminals.
When you were dating this summer, like, even she would just tell us, like, oh, this guy said this or whatever, and Cody and I would be like, big red flag, and she's like, no,
I'm gonna see it out.
I'm gonna see it out, and then, like, exactly what we said would happen happened. We're like, brother, listen to us.
I don't know, man.
Actually, Tayven this summer gave me full reign of her dating life. Like, when she first started dating again, she's like, you're gonna make all my decisions for me because I can't do it. I'm making the wrong decisions. And I'm like, okay. And the next day she calls me and she's like, hey, this guy wants to, like, go on a date with me and this is what he wants to do.
He wanted me to come over and hot tub
at 9 p.m.
At 9 p.m. at his house.
And so I told her, I'm like, if you want to hook up, that's what he wants. And then you can go. If you are just wanting a date, don't go. He's looking for a hookup. And she was like, well, I don't think that's true. I'm gonna go. I'm like, why'd you put me in charge of anything?
I was not looking for a hookup. And I went over there and we did hot tub. Everything was fine. But then I was like, oh, it's because it was like 2 a.m. I was like, it's late. I should probably start heading home.
You hot tub for 5 hours?
We didn't immediately get in the hot tub.
Okay.
I got there and we like caught up.
Cody's eyes
I got there, we like caught up a little bit.
Okay.
He had to like warm up the hot tub and then so it was probably like midnight when we finally started hot tubbing. And then it was like 2 a.m. and I was like, oh, I should probably head out. It's getting late. And he's like, oh, you don't want to stay and watch a movie with me? So exactly what Addie said.
And then
Tayven,
happen. Okay, but you still didn't believe it because you came home and I was like, see, that's what he wanted. And you're like, no, we had such a good time and da-da-da. I'm like, I promise you he's never going to text you again.
He didn't.
He never texted her.
I texted him again a few weeks later and I was like, hey, long time no talk. Like, let's go out again. Like, I specifically used the words like, let's go out, not let's like catch up, or because we were kind of friends before that.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want to go on another date with you. And he like texted me back. He's like, oh, I've been so busy. I'll get back to you when I can. Never heard from him again. That was the last time. You know, I'm just gonna say, now that I have maybe rose-colored glasses for Jordan only. A lot of the things from my past,
you're like,
I don't have them on anymore for those situations, and I can see them clearly, and it's astounding.
No, it was the same when I started dating Cody. I feel like, you know, pretty much until you get married, you probably go through a string of weirdos. That's why you end up being with someone for a long time, because they're not a weirdo.
Yeah.
Or you have a bad read on them.
Or you're with them for 4 years and they're a weirdo.
But anyways, I had a point. I forgot it. I don't know.
We're gonna say that when I started dating
Cody, it was kind of the same, like, things that had previously happened. And then I feel like Cody had to hear me process it. I'd be like, oh yeah, my ex-boyfriend did this.
I feel bad because every day I'll tell Jordan, like, a news story, I'll be like, oh, that really sucked that he did that to me. That was horrible. I was like...
Cody's like, I'm freaking Prince Charming. I thought I was just an average guy.
Yeah, for real.
I'm like, no, you're like a really good guy, actually.
Compared? Yeah.
Okay, so back to this. Neither of us are charlatans. I might be an acolyte. Criminals, we're not criminals. No. That doesn't match us. An entertainer, I feel like...
You could be. You could be.
I did a lot of theater when I was a child.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Wait, folk hero was down there.
Me? A folk hero?
No. Neither of us are folk heroes.
So a guild artisan. I feel like that's actually both of us.
That's true. We're crafters.
Okay, let me just make sure. Crafters. I feel like we are guild artisans.
Hermit? No. I could be a hermit.
Yeah.
I feel like I stay in a lot.
You lived in seclusion? No.
I have like 3 people that I talk to, and they're all in this room.
You talk to your family, though, when you go out. I don't think you're a hermit. Okay. Noble? Neither of us are nobles. No. Outlander? No, that's neither of us.
She's hot, though.
I think we're the guild artisans.
Was that all of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Guild artisan.
Yep.
Okay. Background done. Because Tayven's a tattoo artist. Yeah. And a crafter.
Every time I go over to Addie's house, I swear she has, like, something new that... Well, not as much lately, because you've been busy. But, like, this last year, I'd go over and Addie would be like, oh, I have this new, like outfit that I sewed from scratch.
Always got something new. Look, you could have a different guild business, so I'm gonna pick one for you. Ooh. I feel like you might be calligrapher and scribe. That seems like a good one for you. Or, a painter. That's me.
Yeah.
I actually am gonna say a calligrapher. That feels like the vibe for you. You're in the calligrapher and scribe guild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you could
With
be
your
so many
poetry
of
and
these.
stuff, I don't know. I just feel like that makes sense.
You could be so many of these. Like cooks and bakers, weavers and dyers.
I'm in like 5 different
Painters,
guilds.
wood carvers. I feel like just you have so many crafts that you do. But I'm gonna do painter.
Okay. Wow, that's so fun. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, and then let's each pick a personality trait for each other. Because we have a personality trait, ideal bond. So this is all listed in the book. You can like make up your own personality trait, but they have them listed too. So we can just choose ones that are listed that seem accurate. So
I believe that anything worth doing is worth doing right. I can't help it. Okay, I feel like that's me. I'm a snob who looks down on those who can't appreciate fine art. I always want to know how things work and what makes people tick. I'm full of witty aphorisms.
Aphorisms.
Oh, I thought there was an L. I'm blind too, okay?
Tayven is blind and she doesn't wear her glasses.
And have a proverb for every occasion.
Ooh, number 5 is me.
I'm rude to people who lack my commitment to hard work and fair play.
Yeah.
I like to talk at length about my profession. I don't part with my money easily and will haggle tirelessly to get the best deal.
Not T-Bone.
I'm well known for my work and I want to make sure everyone appreciates it. I don't feel like you're 5. I don't feel like you're rude to people.
That's good. In my mind, I am.
No, you're not.
No, like, in my mind, I'm rude to people.
Oh.
Like,
oh, yeah, like when you're making up scenarios.
Yeah, no, and genuinely, even this new job, like, if I think people aren't committed or they suck,
You're
really...
like, you suck.
Yeah, I'm really mean in my head, and I'm like...
But you're never actually mean to people, like, out loud.
No, I'm not mean out loud.
I
feel like I want to make up a personality trait for you, where it's like, you're in your guild for the love of the craft, you know?
Yeah.
For the art of it.
Okay.
That's
I don't know what I would choose for you. Give me some ideas. Spark my...
I don't have any ideas. You're supposed
for
to pick
your own
one.
personality.
I told you my idea.
Describe yourself. You're not mean. You're not a mean person.
Well, then I would also pick number 1 for myself.
That you're a perfectionist?
Yes.
I can see that in your work, yeah. Like with your painting and stuff.
Cody, am I a perfectionist while I work?
Yeah. Okay. I'll do that one then.
Okay. Alright, and then an ideal. We have to pick an ideal for our characters. Community is your ideal. Generosity, freedom, greed, people, or aspiration. Oh, and it kind of says the alignment, too, that these would have. Oh. So what did I choose for you? Chaotic neutral? So, a neutral, I'm committed to the people I care about, not to ideals. Actually, that is so you. That's so you anyways. Yeah. Okay, that is 100% Tayven. I'm going to read that again. Wait, what was it? I'm committed to the people I care about, not to ideals. Yeah. T-Bone.
Oh, I kind of like the freedom one for you.
Okay, everyone read it to the microphone.
Everyone should be free to pursue his or her own livelihood. I feel like you've always been, like, very open-minded. Like, even back when you were religious, you were, like, very open and accepting of me. And that was always nice.
Yeah.
Generosity's good, too, though. No, never mind.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do freedom.
I don't need my talents to benefit the world. I need them to benefit me.
Yeah.
Me. Okay, the next one is our bonds. Okay, so the bond, one, the workshop where I learned my trade is the most important place. 2, I created a great work for someone and then found them unworthy to receive it. Oh my god. Shit, I'm still looking for someone worthy. 3, I owe my guild a great debt for forging me into the person I am today. 4, I pursue wealth to secure someone's love.
No.
5, one day I will return to my guild and prove that I'm the greatest artisan of them all. 6, I will get revenge on the evil forces that destroyed my place of business.
Oh my god.
My livelihood. You're number 6.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Well, I can actually say you being number 5. Like, even though you still are, like, in contact with your old gallery, I can feel like you get really good one day and you're in, like, this big art show and you, like, walk in and you're like, oh, am I in this big, crazy, famous art show? That's crazy.
Okay, I like that one for me.
Okay.
There was one I liked for you. Oh, I was gonna say number 3. I owe my guild a great debt for forging me into the person I am today.
Yeah.
I feel like
I feel that way about my tattooing.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you tribute
Definitely
a lot to
would
that.
not be the person I am without it. So
Now, the part that's gonna hurt the most. God. The flaw.
God damn it.
Please do not make up a flaw for me.
I don't even go off the list. I'm just like, actually,
no!
off the top of my head, I got one.
Off the top of my head, here's what you have.
You're gonna hate it, but I do.
Shit! Okay, give it to me.
Not anymore. It's an old flaw.
Oh, that I can't keep secrets?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't keep secrets. Never
But
knows that.
You've been better at it lately.
That's true. Or you just have lame secrets now.
Well, that's also true. My life's not very spicy anymore.
Flaw number 1. I'll do anything to get my hands on something rare or priceless. 2. I'm quick to assume that someone is trying to cheat me. I feel like that's Minju. Minju, if you're listening,
that's you.
That is you.
That's your flaw.
That's
so mean. Just assigning a listener.
Okay, well, we always talk about this third friend we grew up with, and that's who it is. And growing up...
So paranoid about everything.
Well, I just remember she would lose something, and she'd always be like, my brother stole it.
I
know they took it. And I'd be like, dude, it's right over there.
Or, yeah, I feel like anyone would say anything, she'd be like, they're lying to, like, hurt me. I know it.
Yeah.
I know it's to be true.
Sorry, I love you, but that just is too spot on.
It was her birthday 2 days ago.
I know. I'm gonna see her this week. Okay. No one must ever learn that I once stole money from guild coffers.
Oh my god.
I'm never satisfied with what I have. I always want more. I would kill to acquire a noble title. I'm horribly jealous of anyone who can outshine my handiwork. Everywhere I go, I'm surrounded by rivals.
I feel like I do have to make one up for you, because none of these really fit you.
I would say 5 for you.
That I would kill to acquire a noble title.
I don't know, like, if you could kill someone, not nobility, but for their wealth.
I wouldn't kill someone for their wealth!
I don't know. Of these flaws, that's what I would say.
If I had to pick one for you...
That's what I was trying to pick, one of those flaws.
I feel like you would probably be... I don't know. I don't feel like you really compare your artwork to other people. Maybe you do. I do that a lot.
I do. Yeah, every artist does.
Number 6 is what I was thinking. I don't know you to have ever stolen anything.
No.
I guess maybe number 1 then.
I'll do
Get
anything.
your hands on something rare or priceless.
I do love rare and priceless things. I just don't have money for them.
Yeah.
Okay.
But would you do anything to get your hands on it?
Yes.
You're not even writing any of these down.
Well, because that's a lot to write down.
Oh, I've just been doing little words like prove yourself, freedom, perfectionist.
Okay, well, I'm not writing it down.
Well, I guess we're never going to know what character I am in the future. I was
Yeah,
going to save this.
Oh, well, I'll save it. Look, okay, what did I think? Flaws. Kill someone for money.
Just
kill for dollar sign.
Kill someone. Kill for dollar sign.
Kill for dollar sign. Bonds. Tattoo studio. And then ideals. What did I say for your ideals? People. Over morals.
What did you do for my personality trait?
Oh, I said that it's like you're in it for the passion. Your personality trait is your passion, is your drive.
Yeah.
Passion is drive.
Okay,
now we can remember this in the future.
Thank you.
Okay.
Speed? How fast are you, Eddie?
How fast do you think I am?
Actually, you were going pretty hard on the treadmills at Orange Theory.
Yeah. I mean, like, I think an average character, like a human, gets like 30 feet.
Oh, I was just going to do 1 out of 10.
Oh, a speed. Okay. Yeah, so we are switching things up a little here when it comes to... We have our speed and our armor class, and then you have different traits. Well, we'll do speed and armor class, and then we'll do the different traits, and we'll explain those. Okay. So your speed, just on a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah.
Oh, if you're a sprint, you can do a good sprint.
Yeah, but not for long.
You can't sustain it for very long. I'll give you like a 6 speed.
I was gonna give you 7.
Okay.
Armored class.
This is just bare body, how durable your body is.
I bruised like a peach. I literally hit my shit on the dishwasher and I got the biggest bruise.
I bruise pretty easy too.
Yeah.
But...
I'm gonna give you a 4.
4? I'll give you a 4 out of 10?
Okay, maybe a 5. Oh no, where'd it go?
Quit chewing on your pen.
I
told
can't
you not
help
to
it.
bite
I
your
told you
pen.
I was gonna do it. I warned you. Okay, I'm gonna give you a 5.
Okay, then you're a 4. My body's definitely more durable than yours.
Fair. I actually cut my toe shaving in the shower yesterday. It was bleeding so much. There was like
the toes bleed a lot,
blood,
and in the shower, because like it can't clot.
Yeah, and
it's
it just
bleeding
forever. And there was just like this big pool of blood under where I was standing. It made me so nauseous.
Ugh.
Yeah, four
Okay.
army class seems about right.
All right, so the next section, these are like you have strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. And so usually you roll dice for your character to get like a number on these, and you want a higher number. It's like 1 to 20. You want a higher one, it means that you have like good strength. You know, if you have a 19, you're really strong. And then you get like advantages on strength rolls and things like that.
Yeah.
But I think we'll just assign, we'll do 1 to 20.
1 to 20.
Yeah, we
okay.
can still do the 1 to 20.
Okay.
But we're just assigning each other what we are in real life.
Yeah.
So,
Alright, strength. You're pretty strong, I feel like. I'll admit, finally, that you could take me in a wrestling match.
Thank you. I actually think you're pretty strong, but again, it's the endurance, you know? So, and that brings you down in total.
You know what? I have an innate athleticism, though.
Tayven does. She has this crazy athletic prowess, but her endurance is booty.
We'll be playing, like, any kind of, like, new sport, and I'll just be doing really well out of nowhere. And Addie's like, I feel like if you trained and, like, stopped vaping, you could be an Olympian.
Yes, I still feel that way.
But, alas, my life choices have led me here.
I don't know, strength, I feel like I'd give you, like, a 12 or 13.
Okay, I was gonna give you 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Dexterity.
I gave you 13.
Is dexterity?
Dexterity is like you're
kind of nimble.
How nimble you are.
Okay.
So, you know, I guess dexterity could be like, well, I'm trying to think of examples of dexterity. Cody has a good example.
Like dexterity is like just kind of like athleticism.
Oh, your
How well
athleticism.
You can control your own body.
Oh, okay, perfect. How well you can control your body.
I was like, I am really clumsy. I always run into shit.
Cody hit me in the eye yesterday with a little metal tip of his pants. He was doing he was trying to find something in the laundry and he pulls these pants out and the drawstring flung back and it hit my open eyeball. I was like, ah! Cody felt so bad after. He's like, I'm so sorry I hurt you. Okay.
Based on that story, no, I'm just kidding.
I don't know, I feel like we both have pretty good dexterity.
Yeah.
Because it's like, our hand dexterity is really good because we're both artists and we're artisans.
I have really good hand-eye coordination.
And then body dexterity too. Like, we play a lot of sports and I feel like we're good at them.
Yeah. I'll give you an 18.
I feel like we both get 18s in dexterity.
Oh, I'm not offended yet.
Okay. Constitution. That's just how sturdy you are in your body.
Yeah.
Right, Cody? Your constitution.
Okay.
Yeah.
How sturdy you are.
Like, how much you could, like, if you get sick or something.
Oh, yeah.
Or if you're getting hurt, like, your makeup. What are you made of?
What are you constituted of? I'm sure that's not a word.
I'm sorry, T-Bone, but I think you've had, like, 3 concussions in the last year, so I'm giving you, like, a 10 on constitution.
You know,
that's fair.
Maybe
I should actually switch your dexterity. You're slipping and falling all the time.
Okay, you know, those are accidents. I don't know, I feel like you're pretty sturdy. Well, I don't know, when you get sick, I feel like you get sick.
I do. I get sick a lot, too.
I'll give you a 12.
Okay, that sounds fair.
Okay, intelligence.
Okay, and so the next 2 are intelligence and wisdom. So intelligence...
Explain the difference.
What?
So let's explain the difference.
Okay, do you want to explain?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't?
Because I'm a 0 on both of these.
Okay,
kidding.
So intelligence is just like book learning, we'll say. You know, it's like how much you know. But wisdom is, you know, we'll say street smarts, like applying your intelligence.
Okay.
So.
Well, if I like intelligence, then I would give you like another 18.
Okay.
Yeah, you're pretty smart.
I give you like a 14. That's the good score. It's tooken and
listen. I used to be really book smart. Wisdom.
Okay.
I feel like neither of us are very street smart, honestly. I know I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like I am pretty wise.
I don't know. Give me a situation. Like, what's something that would happen?
Cody looks like he has a thought. Do you think I'm wise? Oh, okay.
Oh.
Do you think Tayven's wise?
I would kill myself after this episode.
This was your idea, Tayven.
I will not be on next week's podcast. Cody will have to guest star for me forever. Okay, I'll give you like a...
I feel like probably like a 13 on wisdom.
Okay.
For you. That's what I'm getting.
Charisma.
Charisma, I feel like you're a 20 out of 20 on charisma.
Oh my god. I was holding my breath. I was like, if it's anything lower than 15, I'm leaving.
I feel like you're not like a charisma. So I feel like a lot of the ways in D&D, it's like if you're kind of like a performer, I guess.
Yeah.
Or, you know, like a charmer.
Or like a flirt, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think you're necessarily that, but I think you're very likable and you're very like open and people like connect with you easily. So you have more of like a subtle charisma, you know? You're not like an in-your-face.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You have a very subtle, charming charisma.
I feel better. I'll not unalive myself after the episode. I feel like I would also give you a 20 because I feel like you have a lot more friends than me and like you like a lot of people just are drawn to you and I always make my friends through you, but yours is a lot more like brighter and louder.
I do have a loud charisma. Oh, and then we can have a passive wisdom score. That's our perception. No, let's do these skills scores.
God.
So we'll do the skills on 1 to 5. So the skills, they fall under one of those categories we just did. So like strength, some of the skills
helped. Acrobatics is dexterity.
Yeah, some of the skills under strength are athletics. Athletics is the only one.
Nature.
Anyway, so we'll do those. So acrobatics, that's a dexterity one. I'm gonna give you a 5 if we're doing 1 to 5. Because you do like the...
Oh yeah, the silks.
Maybe I'll do a 4. Because you have the silks, but like flexibility, I feel like you could be more flexible.
I could be.
But I'll give you the 4.
I would like to give you a 4 as well.
Because
you do a lot of stretching. But I don't know, I've never really seen you do anything kind of acrobatic.
Yeah, I did a silks class with you once.
Yeah.
I can do a somersault.
Yeah.
Anytime I have to pack for a trip, I do a somersault. That's like my go-to distraction.
I know, I'm aware.
Animal handling. I think we're both pretty... That falls under wisdom.
Yeah.
I think we're both pretty good with animals.
Yeah.
Let's see a solid 5
Yeah.
for both of us. Okay. Arcana.
How magical are we?
I'd give you a 5.
Magical.
I think you're a little more magic witchy than me. So I'll give you a 5.
I'll give you a 4 for you then.
Athletics. I'll give you a 3.
Okay. I was gonna give you a 5. I feel like you're very sporty.
I am very sporty. Deception 1. Tayven's a 1. Deception bad.
I'll give you a 4 because you are always lying to me and pulling it off.
I'm good at lying.
Yeah.
History, is that like how much I know about history?
Give me a 0. I absolutely know shit about history.
I think you could give me like a 1.5.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like you know things. Anytime we're
I
history,
studied art
like,
history. Art history?
Yeah.
Give me a 5.
I'll do a 3 then.
Regular history? I don't know.
I suck at history.
Okay, insight? T-Bone, I gotta give you another, 1. If it's insight into other people, it's bad.
I'll give you a 3.
Look, this is why we're the artisans, okay? Our characters, we're not out here making the connections.
We're not nobles.
Vetting people.
We're not kings and queens.
No.
Yeah. No.
That's not the skill set we have.
Intimidation.
That's part of charisma. You
I
are
feel
not intimidating.
Normally, on a day-to-day basis, in general, you are not. But when we fight, you're very intimidating.
I can be very intimidating.
Yeah, I always am so scared of you.
You are not intimidating when we fight.
I'll give you a 3 on that one.
I'll give you a 1.
Investigation. I do feel like... I don't know. I feel like we could be detectives, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like we notice a lot of...
I think so. I think we're both average investigators. 3.
Okay, I was gonna say 4, but...
Oh, okay, that's nice.
Medicine? You know what? Actually, I was just telling someone I think it was Jordan actually the other day,
Mhm.
that I, like, when people are hurt, I have this, like, innate, like, instinct to just, like, take over and, like, take care of them.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's me, no. I can't take care of
Okay,
myself.
so do you give them medicine? Do you make good medicine?
Well, no, but I'll, like, bandage them up or, like, whatever, you know.
I'll give you a 5 because I have no reason to not believe you on that.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I have any examples for you to think about.
I don't know.
But
I'm like,
gave your roommate ibuprofen once.
that's true. If people need a medication, I'll give it to them.
Oh, I got
I
it.
have a lot of
What did you
medications.
for you?
I got Dayquil in my backpack
Why?
because I'm sick.
Right now?
Yeah.
Why are you here?
I'm just a little cold.
I don't want to get sick.
You won't get sick. You just were sick.
Yeah.
Plus, I was sick on Saturday
I thought
when
I
you
had
came
COVID.
over.
Oh, great. Fun.
Sorry. I don't know. I'm
Alright.
still, like, sometimes in this COVID phase, because if I have a cold, I used to never tell people if I had a cold. It was just, like, you know, you just would have a cold. And, I mean, unless it was bad. But, like, right now,
Yeah.
obviously you can't tell. I'm, like, fine. I went
Yeah.
to work. But when COVID came, it's, like, now I feel so bad. And then I get really guilty. And I'm like, should I tell people? I'm like, but I don't want people to think I don't want to hang out with them. But then I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Am I a bad person if I don't tell people? So I just, this was the first sickness I've had post-COVID. And I was like, I'm not telling anyone.
Didn't tell anyone.
I'm not telling anyone.
I feel like I only specifically tell you guys because Cody's New Year's resolution was to not get
Cody
sick. So I'm
hates
like,
getting sick.
I don't
so
want to get Cody
much.
sick.
Okay,
Okay,
nature.
nature.
How in tune with nature? I don't know, like a
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Perception?
Maybe
3.
like a 4. Okay.
Performance?
Gotta give you 5.
I'll give you. Human's performance.
Have you ever
5.
seen me? Okay,
I have seen you perform.
that's nice.
At
I would have given me lower than that.
karaoke.
Oh yeah,
And that was a good performance.
that was a good performance. Okay.
Persuasion? Like
I
a
feel
2.
like I can persuade people into doing things.
Oh,
I don't know.
I said 2.
Well, that's rude. I'll give you a 3.
I feel like you're easily persuaded.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
Okay, religion?
Well, now I would
0 for both of us.
Yeah, very high.
0. Sleight of hand.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you a story. Allegedly.
Okay.
Because we were looking at the backgrounds earlier, and one of them was criminal, and it just reminded me, I used to steal all the time.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Me and my friends would, ditch school and go to Smith's and steal stuff. Just, like, allegedly we would go and, like, get, like... It was not, like, anything big. It was just stupid stuff. Like, we'd go to the drink aisle and just, like, take, like, a iced coffee, like the Starbucks iced coffees, and put them in our backpacks or whatever, and we would do it all the time. Like, a lot.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, we would do it a lot of times for fun.
Interesting.
So, I don't know, maybe I got a good slide, because I never got caught.
Alright, I'll give you a 4.
Not that there was anything to get caught for.
4 on sleight of hand.
Okay, wait, I'll give you... I don't know.
I used to steal...
Oh my god. Allegedly.
No, this isn't alleged. This was just real.
Wait, are you talking about the haunted house?
Oh no, that's alleged.
Oh, that's alleged.
So no, I used to steal, like, peach rings from my own house, like little peachos, like the candy. My mom had them in a jar, and it was supposed to be my encouragement to practice my violin. And every time I finished one of my little practice sections, I could have a peacho. But when she wasn't in the room, I would steal them. And one time I stole them, and I look over, and she's just there looking at me. I felt so bad. I don't even know if I got in trouble for it. I just remember my stomach dropped. And I was like, no!
I'm gonna cry off my makeup. That's so, because I can just picture your mom, too, and just be just...
I'm sorry.
For that story, I'm giving you a 2.
That's fair. That's fair. Ugh.
Alright,
Stealth?
stop.
You have heavy footfall, Tayven. Are you serious? I was joking. You just nodded.
No, because I do, but I was just remembering that.
I was just trying to get a reaction out of you, and you're
I
just
think
like,
I do.
yeah. Tayven's like, yeah, I do.
I've actually noticed that about myself, but
what?
I was thinking back in the day, back in my land of imagination again. I'd be at my grandma's house in the basement, and my dream job when I was younger was to be an assassin when I grew up. So I would go around her basement, and I'd literally, like, crawl over, like, the countertops and stuff, and I would, like, try to, like, freaking sneak around and, like, specifically try to make it so my grandparents couldn't hear my footsteps. Like, I would practice going from room to room, and if they were like, Tayven? Then I'm like, damn it, I'm not good enough yet.
Sneaky. I'll give you, like, a 3 on stealth.
I feel like you've never really needed to
I feel like that's what we've never needed it, so I'll just give you middle of the road. I don't know what your stealth is.
I do know when you're in a room, though. Like, you never sneak up on me.
Yeah, I sneak up on Cody a lot.
Cody sneaks up on me a lot. A lot of times I'll be, like, in, like, your living room, and then I'll look over and I'm like, Cody, like, how long have you been here?
I'm just hanging around.
I'll give you a middle as well.
Okay, the last one, survival.
Don't say it.
I gotta say it, Tayven.
Don't say it.
A 1.
I knew it. I was gonna give you a 4.
So much of these, though, I really am tying back to your people instincts. I feel like your survival instincts, you'd, like, try and get help and someone would kill you.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't feel like I have a lot of survival skills, either. I don't know how to do a lot of, like, life-saving things.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, if I was in, like, a zombie apocalypse, I feel like I would not do well.
I think I'd thrive in a zombie apocalypse. I think me and Cody would crush ass.
That's what I think I'd do really good with someone else, but by myself, I'm dead in the first 30 minutes. Yeah. All right.
Well, let's hope you're at our house when the zombie apocalypse breaks out.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? The 3 of us in the zombie apocalypse?
If
Jordan's in town, then the 4 of us.
It's 2020 repeat.
That would be amazing, but we get to kill zombies.
Oh, that'd be so fun.
Okay. Alright, passive wisdom, your perception, didn't we already do that?
Yeah, I don't think we need to do that one.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is. Okay.
Other proficiencies in languages. I'll give you a little Italian.
Okay, I'll give you a little Spanish.
A little French.
French?
Is that it? I think that's all the languages
Spanish,
you know, right?
French, Japanese. And
I'm linguistic as hell.
And Elvish.
Oh.
I'm giving that to you.
Oh, fun. I actually did try to learn Elvish last year.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay.
I started looking it up from, like, the Lord of the Rings, trying to learn it. I wanted to write in Elvish. Is that it? Italian and French?
I'm learning Chinese.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a fun language, too. Give me a fake one.
Okay.
Like
I'll give you...
Orcish.
I was gonna say Orcish. I'm not even kidding.
That's so crazy. That's perfect.
Every time we have a moment like that, it reminds me of the video I have from Vegas when I was, like, doing the Pokemon filter on you, and I was like, what Pokemon are you, Addie? And you're like, half asleep, you're like, Snorlax. And then I'm like, it's Snorlax. And you're like, what?
Do I even know who Snorlax is?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
I know,
so
like,
crazy. 3 Pokemon names.
You're literally, like, half asleep, just relaxed and bathing in the sun. You're like, Snorlax. And it landed on Snorlax.
That is so wild. You'll have to send me that video.
Addie's a little bit psychic.
I am. I truly believe that.
Oh, other proficiencies, too.
Oh, psychic?
So, like, yeah.
Put that in there.
Oh my god. You're gonna make fun of me. How do you spell psychic?
P-S-Y-C-H-I-C.
Okay.
Psychic's when
I pronounce it.
It's hard for me. Actually, I think any word. It's hard for me to spell in my head. If I write it, it's easy. But if I don't know. I can't picture the letters. I
can picture it more than I can write it. It's like, especially psychic and physical are my 2 hardest ones for some reason.
Yeah.
But I also still can't spell restaurant. To this day. Can't spell restaurant.
You've worked in a lot of restaurants. You should know how to spell it.
I'm aware.
Well, okay. I mean, I feel like, honestly...
That's a paintbrush for equipment.
Oh, you're giving me equipment?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give you, a voodoo doll.
And traits, ginger.
You have a voodoo doll and a box of needles.
Oh! I love that. I'm gonna give you a
you have a
sewing machine.
Magic
or
quill.
Oh my god.
A magic quill, and that's how you cast your spells. You can't say spells, you have to write them.
That's actually so fun. That would be really inconvenient in battle, though.
Yeah. But, so since it's inconvenient in battle, I'll give those spells that you write, they have +3 strength. Because...
Oh my god.
Because it might take, like, 2 turns to write a spell. Because you have to write it and then cast it.
A toolbox, too. Because I feel like you always have something to craft with.
Oh,
so
yeah.
anytime I'm like, Addie, do you have a crochet needle? You're like, yep. I'm like, Addie, do you have this? You're like, yep. So on a magic toolbox. It's like Hermione's bag in Harry Potter. That she just pulls out everything.
Oh, I love that. I'm also giving you a special cloak.
Oh my god.
And the cloak, it's
cloak.
like not a full invisibility cloak, but it's kind of like a camouflage cloak. So it will blend into any environment. Okay. So you don't turn fully invisible, but it's like if someone was just like looking, they probably wouldn't see you.
Love that. I'm going to give you a guitar because you're a bard.
Oh, yes.
So, a guitar and mic. Yeah. And I want to give you something fun. How did you just think of those so off the top of your head? That's crazy.
I don't know. I just feel like they fit for you. I just wanted to give them to you.
Actually, I feel like a guitar, a paintbrush, a sewing kit, and a magic toolbox.
That's great. Can it be like the Rapunzel paintbrush where I can paint like portals?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Barbie Rapunzel.
Yes, that's what we're referencing.
Rapunzel. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
and then an attack. I want to give you one, like your signature attack.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
I feel like...
Tayven's signature attack is like a kick, one of those ones in the air.
Oh, yeah.
Like a flying kick.
Yeah.
Flying kick.
Okay.
With your heel. Because you're a halfling, so you wear high heels.
Oh my gosh.
And the heel,
I can finally wear heels.
And the heel is a knife.
Oh, that's so sick.
Flying knife heel kick. That's Tayven's
flying
signature
knife
move.
heel kick. Ooh, what would yours be?
And if it's a direct hit, it does maximum damage. It's like +10 damage.
Oh my god. Okay. Your special attack is you're gonna take your Rapunzel paintbrush and you're gonna paint a portal to hell and push them in the portal.
That's crazy.
And then close it behind them.
Not
love necessarily
that.
hell, but maybe just like a fiery realm of some sort. Yeah.
What if I paint on their body and I pull their heart out? I paint
a
gosh. Cavity.
I was gonna say, what if you paint a wound on them?
I just paint
real?
or I just paint a cavity and all their organs spill out.
That's crazy. I love that. Cavity paint.
Gross.
And hell portal. There we go.
Okay. That was so fun.
That was fun. That was way more fun than I thought it was gonna be, actually.
Tayven's like, I'm gonna pick this idea that's lame.
Well, I didn't think it was gonna be lame, but I didn't know how creative we could get with it.
I know. I feel like I'm actually just getting into the creative stuff.
I know.
Like an hour in. Okay. You know what? Maybe we'll do an episode where we just make up spells. We make up weapons and spells.
I think we'd be really good at it.
Okay.
Honestly. Yeah.
But that brings us to our conclusion for our character sheets. Hope you enjoyed the ride with our stories and characters.
It was a little bit of a chaotic episode once again, but nothing new there. So
we'll see you guys next week. Bye!